Welcome to What the Church Won't Say,
where we have difficult conversations at the foot of the cross.
Yes.
I am your host, Nathaniel Plenty. To my right is Ridiculous Nicholas Rendon. Woo! To my left is Jose Castro, the Revolutionary. And I am so excited to introduce this new segment to What the Church Won't Say, named Pillow Talk, where we will be answering your questions that you have sent in, and we want to dive right into the first question, which is by a person that prefer to remain anonymous. And this is the question.
Okay.
It says, my husband wears his wedding ring when we're together. Dates, outings, family gatherings, and etc.
Okay.
He doesn't wear it daily due to the type of work he does, which is construction. Mm-hmm. Other times he simply forgets, but never intentional in his words. Is it he's trying to conceal something from the world? What do y'all think?
Well, I work construction.
Okay.
And so on certain jobs, like, you don't want to have anything in your fingers or like even wear a watch. Because, you know, you're like moving fast paced, it can get caught in something and like hurt you. So,
or damage the ring.
There you go. I mean, I'm not so concerned about the ring, you know.
Possible if it's a nice ring. Yeah.
Well,
it's a nice
ring.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely
you drop
agree.
20 grand on that ring, yeah.
But a finger is more costly. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So like that's I don't know. I think that maybe she might be reading too much into it.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe he did something in the past that was a little shady that
that's something
that
to consider.
has triggered this.
That's where I was going. Because let me tell you, this question has no teeth.
Yes.
If someone has already been integrous, upfront, honest. This you only have a problem with this when someone has stepped on you guys' relationship, or should I say violated your trust in some form or fashion. Yeah. I'm not going to even say cheated. Just did some things that you wouldn't necessarily prefer for them to do.
Even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, even if it's just a little bit. And I think, you know, if a man forget his ring or he has to take it off for construction, I don't think it really matters if he has truly been integrous. So it may be more than a ring that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. If he works construction, you're definitely not going to want to wear that all the time. Mm-hmm. And with everything that's going on, you can definitely forget and leave it on the, in the bathroom while you're washing up.
Absolutely. Now, what you was going to say?
I was going to say, I mean, you can go the extra mile. Mm-hmm. You can get it tattooed.
Okay.
You know, or you can wear like a heavy duty wedding band that is like that, you know, that you're not going to scratch.
Okay.
So, but it still may get caught or
snagged. But I'm just saying, like, because you know, construction varies. Right. And if you're just someone who specializes on like something that, like, for example, tiling, you know, you might be able to wear a wedding band, but that's heavy duty.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I don't think the way this world is nowadays that him having the ring on is going to stop him from getting any action.
That is true.
Because to me, this person is basically saying that they feel like this person is trying to conceal something from the world. That's not stopping those women. I don't think women.
Many married men are going
with their ring on. Yeah, the women are talking.
I've heard that women are more attracted to married men for some reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They see it as.
Even if he does take it with him and he doesn't forget it, he can still take it off when you're not around, put it in his pocket, and go shoot his shot.
That is true. You know, that is so true. Yeah. Yes.
You know, I think you might be overthinking some things a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But base it off his character. That's what I would say. Base this off his character, not him necessarily just doing a ring thing.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to our next question, gentlemen. And we have Kate from Chicago. And this is an interesting question. The question is, how do I address my boyfriend as balding? He's really sensitive about it. Now, I'm offended.
You are bald. You're not balding. There's a huge difference, because there's men who are balding and they don't want to let it go.
That is true.
They're holding on to the last strand, literally.
Yes.
The last strand. And they don't want to give it up.
That is true.
Everybody made fun of LeBron James because he refused to let it. He still.
But he got hair implants, right?
I don't know what he got going on.
It's over for this man. He's.
So you trying to say the problem is that he has not bowed the knee to boldness?
He has not bowed the knee.
Well, he's trying to hold on.
She's the one who's having the problem because she
he doesn't see the problem. Maybe he does, but he's just trying to,
comb it over.
But she obviously she likes,
hair. Full hair.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is the thing. Like, you have to decide now, if you want to be with him, because this is not going to get better. It's only going to get worse.
Unless he has money.
Unless he has money, we're just going to assume that he's broke because most people can't afford something.
I don't even know if their hair plug stuff work, man, honestly. But that's neither here or there. The question there, let's just say more than likely, there's an end result that he will be joining me. You know what I mean? Yes. And I'm not only a client, I'm a president.
It's only a matter of time. Right. So you need to either find out ask yourself how much you love him.
Yeah.
Do you love him enough to stay with him or run? Those are the only two options.
Yes.
But let me say this to you. If you run, don't run, in my opinion, just for superficial reasons if you already develop feelings for this man and he's a good dude. Because you may go out there and get you somebody with hair like Thor down his back and he treats you like crap.
That is true.
So, I mean, I would count the cost because out there is not a lot of plentiful, good, godly men. So, I mean, if that's something you can overlook, I will overlook it and keep moving forward with the relationship.
Indeed.
I mean, but at the same time, I'm not going to judge you because everybody got their thing, their preference.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know I have my things and some things that I just can't get past, and I'm not judging you. But if you can get past something as small as someone losing their hair, I would say stay with it.
Yeah,
stay with it. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know what you have now.
Yeah,
appreciate it, and maybe just run your fingers through another hairy part of his body. So
all right. Question. So the next question comes from Karyance from Chicago. Represent Chi-Town, Southside, know what it is, son. Nah, but nonetheless, though, it says, this is the question: what's wife material for a true man of God? I think that's an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. Yeah. What's wife material?
What's wife material?
Well, I mean, someone, first and foremost, who loves God, someone who's a Christian, someone who has a good relationship with her parents, who is able to hold good relationships overall, like friendships, a church, someone who is looking to be involved in your life, who is like trying to add, to help you with whatever it is that you're doing, who is trying to be invested in your life. So, those are the things that I...
You're pretty simple, man. Okay. Yeah. How about you?
Well, I don't know because, hey, I'm still, but I think if you break it down logically, right, and you'd want somebody that's goal-orientated with the things of God. Yeah. Someone that you can share goals with, and somebody that you can team up with and knock these goals out together. Somebody that has the same passion about the things of God that you do, and someone that's willing to follow you, someone that's willing to cater to you, to be a helpmate.
Yes.
And she's willing. It's not a fight. It's she's willing. She's understanding. She's loving. She's kind to other people around her. Yeah. When you guys go out.
Yes.
And that she has a great relationship with her parents, because if she doesn't, not to say that she's not wife material, but it's just more likely that she's not. If she doesn't have respect for the people who brought her into this world, it's just a matter of time that she's going to lack that respect for you.
Amen.
So
I disagree with that. Awesome. No, but let me. I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say I disagree. I'm being silly.
No, it's cool.
But my point in all of this is you don't know who people's parents are, and it may be a reason why they don't get along or what they done to that person.
Yeah.
So let me qualify. Let me qualify that. But you said it earlier. I agree with it. Just healthy relationships.
Yes.
Someone that has healthy relationships. A person that's self-aware. I feel like there's so many people that's not aware of who they are, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. Because I know my weaknesses. Therefore, I'm on alert when I'm in certain situations because I know that I'm more prone to act the way that I may not like.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we sometimes, the Bible says, gird up the loins of your mind. Basically be sober. Think soberly. I think sometimes we have delusional thoughts of who we are, and it's not honest. Know yourself. But I think you guys have basically captured that. Also, I want a woman that's emotionally mature.
That's awesome.
Yeah, emotionally mature.
Mm-hmm. To hone it.
Yeah, and a woman may say, "Well, I'm emotional." I'm not saying you can't be emotional, but be emotionally mature where you can say, "I'm emotional right now, but let me not talk on this because I'm going to talk out of my emotion." That's maturity.
Yes, that's true.
You can't stop being emotional, but you can stop talking when you are emotional. You can't stop making decisions when you are emotional. That's huge for me. And last but not least, someone that you can actually talk to. When I say talk to, like really have conversations where they listen, and they just don't listen to your words, they listen to your heart. You know, to me, that's huge if someone is going to actually listen to what I'm saying. Like the Bible talks about, God does not just hear our words, he hears our heart behind what we're trying to say. Yeah, that is true. So, and I'm trying to get somebody that's trying to get the essence of what I'm trying to say.
Conversations with substance.
With substance and then being totally sober-minded when talking to me. So that's some basis for me. I could say a lot, but I'll hold up this whole thing just on that point alone. So we're going to move on to the next question.
Yeah. I kind of like this. I like this. I'm glad we started this.
You glad we started Pillow Talk?
I'm feeling this segment.
You feeling this segment? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So here we go. Next question. Since Nick's like it, we're going to let him kick it off.
I think we're crushing it.
It says, this is from another anonymous person.
Okay.
It says, how do you trust without looking like a fool?
I'm not understanding that question. How do you trust
someone in a relationship without looking like a fool?
Got you. Okay. Well, people are always telling you who they are and how they feel about you constantly, on a daily basis, every time you hang out with them. And you just have to pick up the signs. Yeah. And so after you gather all that information, just the totality of what it's like being with them, how they treat you, the way they treat others around you, and then you make a formal, sound decision if you want to take it further.
Okay, I can live with that.
Because no one knows if I can trust this person or not. You can only go off what they're showing you. But most people, I feel like they don't really pay attention to those things. Yeah, they just get caught up in the moment. They get caught up in the fun, in the jokes. They get caught up in the looks.
I'm about to say that.
The sex appeal, whatever that may be, whether he's independent, financially set, all those things that we tend to get distracted by. And you're not getting focused, or you're not paying attention to the way he's treating you and others around you.
So I'm going to chime in on this because it's something I always tell people, that trust is not given, it's earned. And the reason why people look like fools because they give people trust that have not earned it.
Casting pearls to swine.
Yes, exactly. And if you give something to someone prematurely before they earned it, you're going to look like a fool.
Regardless.
So let me give you a few examples of what that looked like, ladies. If a man has not been faithful for a period of time with his own vehicle, or that he takes care of his own vehicle, he has money, he has a job, he's stable, he has his own place, then if you don't know that quite yet, then he can't borrow your car. Right. That's perfect. I'm gonna use that as an example. If this man, I'm being honest.
If he's borrowing your car, you should stop right there.
Something could have happened to his car and he's asking. But my point is, just because something happened to his car, don't mean because y'all dating, he necessarily gets yours. Because dating is, in my opinion, let me specify that, I'm getting to know you to see if this could be something for real. Yes. If this can be long term. So in this space that we're in, don't qualify you to have the keys to my car or the keys to my apartment or my house or whatever you may have. Right. Someone must earn that. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like someone can't earn certain levels of questions. I won't answer certain levels of questions if I don't trust you yet. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? You don't get those keys to my heart and my mind because you haven't earned that. Like that's what freaks people out sometimes is when you ask too deep questions on the first date. Like, whoa, hold on, what? Like Can we?
How did we get
All
there?
right, can we get the appetizer?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about what colors we're gonna wear when we get married? That's a little like that right there already. I'm pushing back because you haven't earned that yet.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to everybody. Yes. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one, and we got Kate again from Chicago.
Gee, she's a fan, huh?
Yeah, she's a fan of the show. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And here we go. It says, my boyfriend goes missing in action in the middle of the week. He doesn't text me every day, and I only hear from him to make plans. But whenever we are together, it's great. What's up with that? What's up with that?
How long have they been dating? Did she?
Nah, I don't have all that information.
I mean, it would be helpful.
It would be, but again, I don't have that information.
No,
Kate,
okay, listen.
Come on, Kate.
Gotta give us some more.
Right.
But go ahead. What was you gonna say? I ain't gonna cut you off, brother. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I mean, I was gonna say maybe that's the type of dude he is. You know, like he just focuses on it. I mean, we gotta look at like what kind of work he does. Right, he might be like very consumed with his work or something like that, and like, you know, maybe high levels of stress and things like that you know are contributing to this.
He a go getter.
He's a go getter.
He going to get that paper.
Yeah,
he about his business.
Yeah, so you got to consider that, or he might not be that interested in her, even though they're dating.
Right.
That's one way. You think it's the not interested? Maybe he has a life.
No, I don't think it's. I disagree with you.
Yeah?
A man is not going to date, you know what I'm saying, someone, she's calling him her boyfriend.
Correct.
I don't think a man's going to stick around to somebody he's not interested in.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's the only thing you have available and you're bored? I mean, I'm just being real.
What?
But I'm not going to make it my girlfriend, though.
Yeah.
You know, the relationship.
People do that.
But he could be a busy man. He could be doing a podcast on the side. He could do like side jobs, construction.
Yeah.
He could have a full-time job, not to mention, you know, taking care of his family members. I mean, you never know.
He may has a life.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say
you don't want a man who's a bum, who's always up your butt, calling you, texting you, wondering where you are, controlling.
Right.
Enjoy it for now. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know how long you've been in it. Enjoy it for now, and just continue to take notes and pay attention to.
I mean, I was just gonna say something like,
I'm sorry.
You don't have to like be texting all the time, but at least like, hey, you know, good morning or like good night. How was your day? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm just thinking of you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
Like, I'm a horrible texter.
Like not. Or call, like, you know, like a quick call, like, hey, I'm just thinking of you, you know, like that's it, whatever.
Yeah.
This is a rough one, bro, because everybody's so different.
Of course,
and
like
this,
me personally.
because my thing is this: if that's bothering you, are you reaching out to him? Are you texting him and he's not responding? Are you calling him and he's not picking up the phone? That's a different energy. You know what I mean? But some people just. I know I could be this way. I'm out of sight, out of mind. When I'm locked in on something, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm focused in on. I give myself to it.
Yeah.
Then when I'm on to the next task, that's the way I am. And that makes me good at my task. But if you're not in my sight, you may think I'm not a good friend, good family member, or whatever. That's just how I'm wired.
Yeah.
So that don't mean he doesn't care. It just means that he may just be actually focusing on whatever God's given him to do.
Yes.
Now, she says something in here, and I want to read it again. It says, when we are together, it's great.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, he's maybe like me. When they're together, he's giving his full attention to this woman. Right. And she's obviously well pleased with whatever attention he's getting. But I think the advice I would give in this, if you need that, because everybody's different. If you need him to check in, I would let him know, baby, I'm really feeling you. I love the time we have together, but I miss you during the week. I want to hear from you during the week.
Yeah.
Communicate in a loving way.
Yes.
And not in a hand on the hip, I'm mad at you type of way.
Yeah.
I think you'll get the best results.
I agree. Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And this is Karyance from Chicago, and she asks,
yet again,
why do men cheat and choose less attractive women? So this is actually a two-part question if you ask me. Why do men cheat and choose less attractive women? Or is she asking, why do men cheat with less attractive women? Maybe that.
Well, we could do
we'll do both. We'll do both. I'll let y'all tackle this one. I think I talked about this before in another episode.
You have.
So I'll share that. Then you guys can springboard from there.
Yeah, go ahead.
And what I'm going to say, I always mention that God made man in his image after his likeness.
Yes.
And the Bible says that God inhabits the praises of the saints. He draws to the people that praise him, that worship him, and he makes man the exact same way. And one thing that women miss out on is the man that exalts, the man that's exalted by a woman, that's praised by a woman, that's in awe or in reverenced by a woman. He's going to draw to that woman, even if she's not that attractive as the woman he has.
Yeah.
Because it's in our nature to draw to the best cheerleader.
Yes.
You know, just like God inhabits the praises of the saints.
Yes.
So that's one reason why you'll find a man cheating with a less attractive woman. That woman makes him feel like God.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Makes him feel like the man. Now, let's talk about it. And I'm going to take off my Christian hat for a moment and I'm going to talk from an ex-player perspective as well. Men see less attractive women that may have some attractive features as target practice. They see those women as women that they can take advantage of sexually.
Yes.
And guess what? No one has to know. You know, men are not wired naturally like women are, where we need emotion to have sex with a woman.
That is true.
It can be a source of entertainment to us, a release point to us.
Yes.
Not saying it's right, but you need to know how men are wired. That's part of why we're doing this show.
Yes.
So that is a reason why men will cheat or mess around with less attractive women. Is because of, I'm still attracted to you, though I don't want to be seen in the city lights with you.
Yeah, definitely. It's the thrill of the chase.
That too.
You know, like when you see someone, or maybe you're bored, and there's a woman in your proximity, you're gonna be like, well, you know, I mean, I'm kind of bored. The night is young. No one is around. So let me make some things happen.
You said something about the thrill of the hunt, and it made me think about when I'm watching nature shows and they catch an animal, but what do? They catch and release.
Yes.
Like when you find, like they'll find a fish and it's like, you're not quite what I will put on my mantle. Yes. You're not quite that beautiful. It was fun chasing you, but let me put you back out there for someone to appreciate.
Definitely.
What you are. You get what I'm saying?
They'll even throw a beautiful fish back.
I mean, because beauty is in eye of the beholder. It may not be as beautiful as what they have, or as beautiful as what they want to keep, or as beautiful as what they want to take the time to.
It's just entertainment.
Take care of.
Yeah,
entertainment.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So, and you know, I mean, that why do men cheat is such a broad question. He could be asking you for certain things and you just continue to ignore him, push it to the wayside.
Yes.
And he gets tired of telling you, you know, certain things that he likes or he wants done.
Yes.
And, you know, we feel less respected. That respect isn't there, then the attraction is gone. Because like our last episode, I think we all voted on, do men want love or respect? Mm-hmm. So,
and we said respect.
We all agreed on respect.
I would like to add one more thing. Some men just like to cheat.
It's because
hold on.
It is. But
like,
I thought he was gonna say something profound.
It is.
Some
really
men
is.
Some men just like to cheat,
and they just can't help themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I have a cousin out there who
sorry, it's funny.
It's true.
No,
he can't stop to save his life, and he wants to do good.
You just put your cousin on blood.
I didn't say his name.
Wow.
I didn't say his name.
Okay, let me say something else. It also has to do with insecurity, because like you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket with one woman, because you might be afraid of being hurt. So if you have multiple, you know, that are giving you attention, if one hurts you, be like, whatever, you know, I got a backup, and then I got another one.
So I'm gonna throw something in the mix just because you brought it. I wasn't gonna go down this path, but since you took me down this rabbit hole, I'll give a little insight into this.
Profound answer.
Right. This deep guy over here. Some men like to cheat.
Just like doing it.
You know, some people like ice cream.
Right.
Really? No, but let me say this though. Some men have this idea of a perfect woman in their mind that don't exist.
Yes.
And so what they do is they puzzle these women together. Women don't know it. And so you the woman, I'm going to use you because you cook good. You good in the bed. You just cool as ever. And you got a dope crib and don't mind me coming in any time of the night. And guess what? When you put it all together, you got the perfect woman in a perfect situation because all of them are offering something. It is exhausting, and I'm
exhausted thinking about it.
It is, but some men think that way, and I only know that because I used to think that way. You know,
respect to those who break their neck.
All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna move a little bit further, and we have another anonymous viewer, and they ask, how do you allow your significant other to be themselves without you training them to be who you think they should be?
Wow.
That's an interesting question, gentlemen.
Who said that? Who sent that in? That's good. That's really good.
Can you read it one more time, please?
Absolutely. So again, it's an anonymous viewer, and they said, how do you allow your significant other to be themselves without you training them to be who you think they should be?
I think the answer is in the question. Just allow them to be who they are.
Really?
Yeah, because like no, because
that's so
like,
deep. I didn't even know.
No, it's because like okay, so it sounds like she has certain expectations about this man. Maybe she was attracted to his potential, and I learned this from you. Mm-hmm. You said never marry potential.
Absolutely. Marry potential.
Yeah. But there are some women who date potential too because they're expecting, for that particular man to change based on that potential. Okay. So maybe she had this expectations in her mind, thinking like, well, he's going to accommodate to my needs or whatever it is that, that she wants. Mm-hmm. And now that he is not really doing it, she's being, she feels maybe let down and she's trying to find a solution. She's trying to just say, okay, well, he's not going to change. So I just want to be at peace with it. That's what I'm getting.
So that's so interesting that you've already pictured in your mind that this is a woman. Right. Because I pictured it was a dude.
So did I.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I was just funny you said that because in my mind, I'm thinking this is a dude and I'm thinking of like how I would think. Right. You have a woman and you appreciate all she brings to the table. Yeah. However, there's some things about her that don't flow with your program. And I know this is going to sound really bogus, but I'm going to spell this out for you, ladies. If you're dating with a man, every man has a program. Every man has a thing that they do. It's the way their life flow. You can call it whatever it is. And they're trying to see if you can complement my program, what I got going on in my life. And there may be things about a woman that don't complement your program. She's dope, but it's these particular things about you that are hindering or can be a hindrance to my peace or my program. And so at the same time, it's like, I don't need you to do that. I want you to be yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Be you.
Yeah, be you. But right here, can you just talk less?
Right.
You know what I mean? Can we put the attitude up?
Right.
Like little tweaks. Right. So I get this question in the sense of I want you to be you, but there's some things about you that ain't cool, but I want you. But I ain't trying to control you. But adjust. But I think this is where you gonna need God.
Yeah,
you're gonna need the wisdom of God to know when to tackle something that may be a problem for your relationship, may be a problem for your purpose or what you're trying to do. And then there's some things where God's gonna be like, "Hey, you're just gonna have to be patient on that. You gotta let that slide. You're gonna have to suck that up because you're not gonna get the perfect person."
Yeah, you're not.
You're not.
Yeah,
you're not.
Yeah. Y'all, anybody want to chime in on that one?
You have asked me so many times if, like, whenever I've been dating, or even before I dated, you have said, would you be okay with being with that person for the rest of your life if she doesn't change?
Yes. And
I think that everybody should ask that question to themselves, when they're dating.
Those flaws.
Yes.
Are they tolerable?
Correct.
Yes.
Am I okay with your flaws? Like, if you never change.
If you never change.
If you never change.
Never change.
Never. Am I okay with that?
That's a very good... Bro, Thanks for bringing that back up. I needed to remind her myself.
Don't leave me hanging.
All right, my bad.
Left me hanging.
My bad.
All right, gentlemen. We finally got a dude. At least we know that's a dude.
Okay.
And we got Ken from Chicago.
Nice.
And he says, where did I go wrong? And he sent us a text message thread. So I'm going to read the text message thread, and then the question is, where did I go wrong?
Okay. So
this is the question. I'm about to read. It says, good morning. I'm not going to say the lady's name. We met briefly after the event on Sunday. How are you? So the girl's reaching out to him.
Nice.
You started out right, Ken.
Yeah.
She reaching out to you. You must have left an impression on Sunday.
Yeah. Right.
Here we go. And it says, hey, he says her name. I'm well at work. No complaints. How about yourself? She said, I'm doing well. He says right behind that, when do you be free? Okay. She says, what do you mean? He texts dinner, lunch, etc. She said, my availability varies. He texts, okay, how's Sunday evening? Kind of dived in there. She says, I'm sorry, I have plans on Sunday. Let's start by chatting via phone, text, talking.
There it is.
Is this where it went left?
Slow down.
Slow down, Tito.
Can I get some jokes out of you?
Right? Can I fill out your personality?
Yeah, right. Can we talk? Can we have a
went straight for the dinner. He went straight for I want to see you again.
For the kill, and I admire that.
Maybe he's the type of man that's like no nonsense. Maybe he's like an old school guy. Like, hey, let's get together. Let's go out for dinner.
I get it, but if he's that guy, he shouldn't have did all of this in this text. I think this is too much in the text.
Too much in text.
I think this is one of those moments, like you say that on the phone when I holler at you, when you can feel her out a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I'm going to read the finish from there. I'm going to start out. She said, I'm sorry. I have plans on Sunday. Let's start by chatting via phone, text, talking. He says, okay, that's fine. What side of town are you? And he says where he's from. She says, I live on the far south side. South side? He turns around. He says, okay, not far. Just made it in from work. Okay, that's fine. And then the same, right behind that, he says, what are your top 2 love languages? Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that he went hard.
Yeah.
He went real hard. And she says, did you want to chime in on that, or you want me to finish?
I was just gonna make kind of like a sarcastic comment, like if there are any classes on game.
Is there classes on game?
I mean, keep going.
Hey, but yeah, he just basically, what's your top 2 love language? She said they vary. He says, okay, I'm up for the challenge, LOL. And then she turns around and says, honestly, I'm not used to being asked such a question so early after meeting someone. I understand. He says, I understand. I'm just trying to find a spark. That's all. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to read the rest of this. But right there, the first thing I see is he wants it too bad.
Yes.
And that's what I was thinking. This might have been somebody really bad that he really was hoping would call. And then she did. He's like, let's go to dinner Sunday night. Right. And also texting. I just think that, when you're meeting someone and they reach out to you, trash texting. Throw it in the trash. It's garbage. You want to get a feel for their voice, their attitude, whether they're into you. Yeah. Call her. If she reaches out, even if you get a number, don't text, maybe something minor, and then call. Feel her out.
Yeah, I mean, I would text small things, but like the stuff he's talking, love language, those type of things. That's a conversation for me. Yeah,
that's
especially if we have not built any ground.
I don't think I'm even bringing up that conversation on the first 2 days, though.
Definitely
not.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it'd be on how often we reacted in the last
how
week.
You're vibing.
Yeah, how we're vibing. Yeah. But that's hard to pick up through text. You're only gonna know that. You're gonna know that through a phone conversation. And unfortunately, this world want to conversate through text. And it just lose a lot.
You just gotta adjust, though.
You do. You do.
Like what I would have done on that situation, just light texting, you know, like, hey, what's up? Like, how was your day? Blah blah blah, and like, oh, nice talking to you. Thank you for reaching out. And that's it.
Yeah. No, so hey, keep swinging, Ken. Keep swinging.
Absolutely. I'm gonna finish this conversation up. It may benefit somebody else. And he says, again, I understand. I'm just trying to find a spark. That's all. How long have you been single? If you don't mind me asking. She turns around and says, to be honest, it hasn't been long. I'm now realizing that I'm not ready to meet or get to know anyone new yet. I'm sorry. And he turns around and says, I respect that. I'm here when you're ready. She said, thank you. So basically, he scared her off.
He did, because she was ready, actually.
Yeah. She was feeling him.
Yeah.
She was feeling him, but it was too much too soon.
Yeah.
You know, like he was definitely maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks ahead of his time. This dude needed a portal. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Slow down, man. So let me say this to you, Ken, just to get right to it. Women love intrigue.
Yes, mystery.
You gotta leave it. Exactly.
Mystery.
That's the word I was going to. You gotta leave some mystery there.
Yes.
You can't give them everything. You can't try to have a month worth of dates in a text message. Slow down.
Yeah.
I think your heart was in the right place. Obviously, you said it did the right thing for her to call you and reach out on that Sunday. So, man, keep that up, man. Just slow down a little bit. Things gonna come to you, man.
Slow down, player.
It's gonna come to you. Well, that's going to conclude this episode of Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, go ahead and leave your questions in the comment section, and we will respond. If you would like to remain anonymous, don't want everybody in your business, you can also send your questions to whatthechurchwontsay at yahoo.com. Don't forget to crush that like button, subscribe, and share this video. And you know that we're going to continue to say what the church won't say. Till next time.
Yeah.